Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Mike McCarthy is the producer behind the boards. It's that time of the year where we go through all 32 teams with our 7-round mock draft. And before we get started, let's take a look at the mock draft rules. First, these picks are based off what I would do as the GM of the team, not based off what I think will happen or what will actually happen in April's draft. And we use Football Game Plan Scouting's prospect rankings and big board, which you could find at footballgameplan.com/FBGP scouting. These picks are based off what I believe the team needs are, and there are no trades in this mock draft. And finally, it's only a mock draft, so you can relax that sphincter and enjoy the video. I went ahead and made the smart and football correct choice for the New York Giants with quarterback Dwayne Haskins. Sometimes you could have too many people in the huddle, which seems to have happened this year with the deadly pinpoint accurate passer from Ohio State. Haskins is the most pro-ready prospect in the class and would have graded out as my QB1 in last year's class. Unqualified naysayers aside, Haskins does everything you'd want a premier pro prospect to do from the neck up, and from the neck down, he's everything that you'd want in a franchise quarterback. 50 touchdown passes, only 8 interceptions, 70% completion percentage, 9 yards an attempt, and he led his team to a Big Ten championship and Rose Bowl win in his first year of starting. This isn't hard, folks. Haskins is the real deal. With their second first-round pick, I addressed the secondary with Temple's Rock Ya-Sin. He's got excellent press skills, able to mirror and match, and does a fantastic job of playing the ball really well. I think a lot of folks are sleeping on the talent of Isaiah Buggs out of Alabama. He can play anywhere up front, showing the ability to apply pressure from anywhere as well. You can even see him function as a stand-up edge rusher also within this defense. I think in a real draft, Buggs will go a lot higher than many people think. Nate Davis out of Charlotte is a talented interior lineman that's rock solid in the running game. He's cut from the same cloth as last year's pick, Will Hernandez, and it will be wise for the Giants to continue to stockpile talent up front. Heading back over to the defensive side of the ball for Temple's Michael Dogbe. He's another versatile defensive lineman that's capable of being moved around the front. Dogbe is a very disruptive player who always finds himself making a play in the backfield. Although RB2 isn't necessarily a need for the Giants per se, with the way this mock draft fell, I couldn't pass up on a player of the caliber of Bryce Love out of Stanford. He's a very good receiver out of the backfield and has starter-level running skills to be able to spell Barkley and keep the offense on pace. Morgan State's Joshua Miles gives the Giants an athletic offensive lineman that can play either tackle spot and could also kick down inside at guard if need be. Very tremendous player. And I'm also a fan of free safety Marvell Tell's game out of USC. He's got great acceleration in making a beeline to the ball carrier in the alley. He's a former corner that has good ball awareness and the skills to play back deep. Adding depth and talent to the perimeter with a player like Gary Jennings out of West Virginia. He's coming off of a solid career with the Mountaineers, an excellent Senior Bowl week, and has the versatility to play any one of the 3 receiver spots along with special teams. Josh Oliver out of San Jose State is a dependable option at the tight end position that's a smooth route runner with soft hands to haul in virtually any reception. In round 7, I took a chance on Nate Harvey out of East Carolina. He has a ton of upside left in his game, having been a running back turned defensive end and leading the nation last year with an eye-popping 25.5 TFLs with 14.5 sacks. Obviously, he has a skill and some raw ability, so it makes sense to grab a guy like this and develop him later in the draft. And rounding out the Giants mock with inside linebacker Troy Reeder out of Delaware, I really like his ability on both ends of defense, but it's his play in coverage that makes him a tremendously talented player. Reeder does a fantastic job of getting himself in the right position to make a play on the ball, and he rarely drops interception chances that come his way. So that's a wrap here from the Football Game Plan Scouting Studios. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Be sure to follow me on all of my social media accounts. Don't forget to check out and subscribe on iTunes, the Football Game Plan Podcast, where you can find our Scout Team podcast, which features a bunch of prospect interviews from the 2019 class. And as always, subscribe to the Football Game Plan Network located at youtube.com/footballgameplan.